So in development, we always need a clear separation between test data and live data. Okay, so different environments. And in Stripe, we have our test Stripe keys and our live Stripe keys, which I'm sure you have come across before. And now with Supabase, we actually have to create a separate project. You can't use the same project to mix both test and live data. They are separate projects, and that will require creating a new project on Supabase and then inserting the environment keys or the API keys into Vercel. So when your app loads on Vercel, then it points to your new production server. Let's take a look. So I've clicked back to the topmost organization level called Build Camp in Supabase, and we've got Serif. So guys, I want you to click on your Serif project, head down to project settings, and I just want you to add -dev at the end. Okay, this doesn't change connectivity. This is just the name. The project ID is something that you can't change. And then click Save. All right, and then click back on your organization because we need to now create a new project. And I know a lot of you aren't ready for this, but come back to this lesson later on when you are ready to deploy to your customers. Okay, so you will need a new project, and we're also going to have to recreate the entire schema so that they are cloned like for like. So a new project. So let's call this Serif Prod this time. Okay, Serif Prod. And create new project. Actually, I'm just going to type my own password here. It'll be the same one. And guys, you will need to, at some point, pay for these apps, for the usage. And that's a good thing, because that enables a solid infrastructure that you can then scale. You can't scale and therefore be successful as a developer just with free everything. At some point, you're going to have to pay for it. Supabase will probably be the first thing you need to pay for, but many other services have a generous free plan. All right, guys, so this is still spinning up. I can see the project status is still loading. But I'm going to go ahead to the app frameworks, and I'm going to go ahead and copy for Next.js app route to Supabase. I'm going to copy the env.local, because this time we're not going to add it to env.local. I'd like you to jump into Vercel, click on Settings, Environment Variables, and this time we're going to select Production Only, so uncheck Preview, uncheck Development, and then paste these in. Okay, and then save. Can dismiss that message. We don't need to deploy again just yet. Then if you wanted to just filter out what we've got, click on production, and so far we've got 2. Now we need Resend, we need OpenAI, we need all the other services, Upstash, in here for production as well. But as you can see, we have Stripe has different environments. So those different environments need to be added here as well. We can create OpenAI keys for development and for production. Maybe you have an OpenAI organization set with higher limits, that kind of thing. So this is a good thing that everything is kind of separated into test and production, or dev and prod. Okay, so what can we add to production that's in our env.local? Well, we can do OpenAI and Resend, but not Stripe. So I'm going to grab OpenAI and Resend, drop those in, triple check that I have production only, and then save. What else? So Stripe will need to be new keys, okay? So Stripe plan IDs will have to be new keys as well, but Upstash I can grab. And then save. So we have Upstash, Resend, OpenAI, Supabase, and now we're left with Stripe. So let's come back in the next lesson and deal with Stripe. See you then.